You have got to stop sleeping on AI, and I'm not talking about ChatGPT. AI is not just for those of us who are tech savvy. And whether you realize it or not, you are actually using AI all day, every day. It's actually your friend. So today I'm going to talk about the AI you are already using and share some tips to help you figure out how you can use it to boost your productivity in and out of the office. Welcome to the Mind Your Time podcast. I'm Shannon Baker, your host and coffee aficionado. Whether your goal is to increase your side gig income or scale to six figures, you're in the right place. You will learn about the tools, actionable strategies, and tactics you can use to take back control of your time and life. I specialize in helping purpose-driven women like yourself work smarter and tap into the growth potential their business holds. So if you're ready to make a bigger impact and achieve business growth without being tied to it 24/7, then stick around. Let's dive into today's topic. So before we jump into the universe of AI, let's take a moment to reflect. Because we live in a fast-paced world where it's very easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of what happens in our lives every day. But remember, personal growth is just as important as productivity. So take a breath and think about what you truly want to achieve. Whether you're a busy female business owner who's also raising a family, or you're a purpose-driven woman looking to grow your side gig, all of us need to use our time wisely. So today's episode is packed with practical tips and relatable examples that are going to help you level up your journey using AI-powered productivity. So let's go ahead and talk about AI. Well, my friend, as I said, you're already using it whether you realize it or not. I'm pretty sure you have a smartphone that you're probably using right now to listen to this episode. And they're called smartphones for a reason. But how can you harness this tech powerhouse to boost your productivity? Well, the key is to identify areas in your life where AI can lend a helping hand. It's not just about convenience. It's about reclaiming time, optimizing efficiency, and integrating technology seamlessly into your everyday life. So let's start by talking about what is already integrated into our lives every day, and it makes things more efficient and convenient. Well, did you know that you already have a virtual personal assistant? Yeah, you do. It's either Siri, Google Assistant, Bixby, Cortana, Alexa, or it may have another name, but those are the most popular ones that you're probably familiar with. AI uses what is referred to as natural language processing and speech recognition, and that's what allows it to interact with you. So let's talk about how you can use this familiar AI to get more done. Well, basically, it all comes down to the voice command. You can use voice command to turn your smartphone into a personalized task manager. Gone are the days of manually typing out to-do lists. Now you can effortlessly create and manage your reminders on the go. You can also set alarms with a simple verbal prompt, ensuring you never miss an important deadline or appointment. And when you need information on the fly, you can use voice searches to gather information, letting the AI do the heavy lifting while you stay in the flow of your day. And if you need to make a call or send a text message while keeping your hands free and keeping your eyes on the road because you're driving, you just say the word, and your AI companion will compose the text message, read it back to you before it's sent, change it if you like. It can also handle the dialing, leaving you free to stay focused. This hands-free approach is not just convenient, but it's safe. And it's also accessible and makes using technology more inclusive for everyone. That's whether you're tech savvy or not. Now, the next area that you want to level up using AI is when it comes to your schedule. If you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know I am a big fan of time blocking and using a digital calendar that reflects not only your personal appointments, but your business appointments in one place. That keeps you from overbooking yourself. Well, it should anyway. Now, if this is something you've been putting off doing, then you need to listen to the episode that I did on achieving work life integration with digital calendars. Work life integration is a process that enables you to create a synergy between work and your personal life. But you can't efficiently use your time without planning, which means you need to create a schedule. So, in that episode, I share practical tips that you can use to create one. And that's even if you still use a paper calendar, because I do. But I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes for you. But let's do a little mindset work related to this topic of digital calendars. I want you to think of your digital calendar as a superhero sidekick because, my friend, you are the superhero. And let's be honest, even with all the superpowers that you haven't tapped into all of them yet. Sometimes you still need help and you need to accept the help. So, what if that sidekick could look over your schedule and anticipate your needs? With a simple voice command, your sidekick could tell you what meetings you have scheduled that day without you even having to touch your phone. Or it can find the perfect time for that client call with just a simple voice command. But it doesn't just know when you have meetings scheduled. It can also learn your workflow and suggest the best time block for you to get some work done. Your digital calendar paired with AI is the secret weapon for productivity. You just need to use it to elevate the way that you work. Make it your partner in crime for success. Now, while we're on the topic of digital calendars, let's talk about how you can use AI as your behind the scenes time strategist. The number one way you can do this is to use an online scheduler like Acuity, Calendly, or something like that. This type of tool syncs with your digital calendar. It analyzes your availability and it suggests optimal times when someone can schedule a meeting with you. No more back and forth trying to get a meeting scheduled. You just provide a link, they pick a time that works for both of you, task is done, the meeting is scheduled. And this process is actually one of the core systems your business should have in place already anyway. It's a scheduling system. It's so important that I dedicated an entire episode to this one system, and you can go back and check it out later. But it's truly a game changer when it comes to your productivity because it reduces unscheduled phone calls and so much more. Again, a link to that is also going to be in the show notes. But now let's talk about combining the power of a digital calendar with voice commands. Think about this. Have you ever finished a meeting? You darted out of the office to get coffee on the way, to get the kids from school, and then you remember you need to get a meeting scheduled or you need to follow up on that new lead. Well, you can take care of one or both of these tasks by simply telling your phone to set a reminder so you don't forget to handle it. And this is one thing that I know you need to implement in your daily schedule, and that is taking breaks. All of us are guilty of being so tied up in doing something that we forget to take care of ourselves. Taking breaks is a simple form of self-care that I want you to start implementing today. And you can use AI to help you to create this healthy daily habit. Taking breaks isn't a luxury. It's a necessity to help you maintain your focus and your well-being. So you can use an app like Break Timer to remind you to take breaks at certain times. Or you can simply use a voice command to tell your phone to schedule a break on your calendar between specific calls or at a specific time. The beauty of voice commands and break reminders is they bring a sense of control and balance to your day. When you use them regularly, you're not bogged down by typing. your words to make things happen. You simply tell your phone to do it for you. But break reminders ensure that you're not chained to the desk and to your laptop. It promotes mental clarity and helps you to be productive. These reminders really help you keep things in check. They help prevent burnout and they enhance your overall well-being. So the next time you're caught up in the whirlwind of your day, let your voice and your breaks be the guiding stars. So let's do a quick recap of what we've talked about today. Well, we kicked the episode off by taking a mindful pause, reflecting on the journey of personal growth, and talking about the art of making the most of our time in this crazy fast-paced world, because time is a precious resource that we need to guard and use wisely. Then we jump right into how AI is a total game changer for your productivity. I mean, you're already using it, whether you realize it or not, because you have a smartphone. So it's like having your very own assistant in the palm of your hands. You just need to use it. You've got natural language and voice recognition that you can use to tell your phone to handle different things for you. Next, we talked about how you can use your phone as your personal task master. You can set alarms, conduct researches, make phone calls, send text messages hands-free while you're cruising down the road, all with just your voice. That's not just convenient, but it works for everyone, whether you're tech savvy or not. And if you have been sleeping on time blocking and using a digital calendar, the next part we talked about is golden. Your digital calendar is that superhero sidekick that you need, which can anticipate your every need. With a simple voice command, it can give you the details of your day, telling you what meetings you have, suggesting time blocks for you to get work done. It can even tell you when to take a break. Now, in conjunction with that, we talked about the importance of using an online scheduler like Acuity or Calendly, because it syncs with your digital calendar, analyzes your availability, and it suggests optimal meeting times. So you say goodbye to those valley back and forth email chains to get a meeting set up. You just send the link and the heavy lifting's already done for you. So now when you think about combining the power of your digital calendar with voice commands, when your meeting's over, if you need to follow up on something, you can just tell your phone to remind you to do it. Voila. No more mental notes, which always fail you. Last but not least, back to talking about taking breaks. Breaks are not a luxury. It's a necessity for your sanity. So use an app like Break Timer or just simply set reminders so that you take a breather on your calendar or just simply schedule it. It is an easy productivity hack that's going to help prevent burnout and boost your productivity. So in a nutshell, to sum all of this up, this episode is your guide to unleashing the power of AI for a more productive, balanced, and tech-savvy you. So start by unlocking the potential of your smartphone. Explore using the voice commands. Revolutionize the way you manage your time. This really is a game changer. Your future self is going to thank you. Now, I want to thank you for joining me this week, but before I wrap up, I want you to pick just one thing from this episode that you are going to take action on today. Hopefully, it's starting with getting those breaks on your calendar. Just consuming the content, it's not going to help you make the changes to help boost your productivity. So pick one thing and get it done. Start with one, move to another. Now, if you have any questions about anything that I've said today, please feel free to reach out to me to get those questions answered. And if you found this episode valuable, I want you to take a screenshot, share it in Instagram stories, and tag me at @the_Shannon Baker. Let me know what your favorite tip was. And one more favor to ask. Social proof matters, and I want to reach as many women entrepreneurs like you as possible. So please go to ratethispodcast.com/mindyourtime and leave a rating and review for me. Now, I look forward to hearing from you online. But I also look forward to you joining me back here next week. And until then, keep calm and streamline.